In this video, I'll give you the behind the scenes narration of the Quint exclusive investigative report, The Real Cowboys of Haryana. As the beef issue hotted up and Gaurakshak activity became more and more frenetic, I decided to probe an unlikely question. Are there Hindu cow smugglers? When I called my primary source in Gurgaon and told him that I was looking for Hindu and Muslim cow smugglers, his answer was, "आपका दिमाग खराब हो गया है क्या? Hindu गाय नहीं बेचते." Nonetheless, I didn't believe him. He was kind enough to forward me a phone number of a local person in Rewari district. I knew Mewat in Haryana was the place where most of the cows are smuggled to. I was fortunate enough to find a powerful source in Sohna, a place near Mewat. Let's call him Kabir because I don't want to reveal his identity. After 3 hours of stubborn cajoling, he agreed to help me meet a cow smuggler. Now the real challenge, how to get these cow smugglers talk to a journalist. So Kabir and I decided that he will introduce me as his relative who is doing research on cows as part of my PhD thesis. I told Kabir that I would be recording everything on a spy camera. He agreed. Keeping in mind my past experience, I knew that Mewat was an unsafe place. I took a note of the route Kabir took as we drove from the highway to the interiors of Mewat. I took my spy camera out of my purse and kept it in my pocket, just in case I had to run and leave my bag behind. Kabir's friend was waiting for us on a roadside with a few chairs and cart around him. The smugglers had not yet reached. When I got down from the car, my mind was racing into too many things. Was my spy camera recording correctly? Where should I sit to get a proper frame? Was the light good enough? I was slightly scared because I knew if I was caught recording, these guys would not spare me. I also made note of which way to run if I was caught. I was told that 2 smugglers were coming, but 8 turned up. Since I was introduced as a student, these men didn't hesitate in sharing details. In fact, interestingly, they said that they were ready to give up smuggling if they get a decent job. They got comfortable and I was excited to go out with them at night to see how they smuggle cows. But Kabir, my source, stopped me instantly and hinted that we leave the place. But I had got what I wanted. By now, I had met Muslim smugglers, though my seniors felt that I already had a strong story to publish. I felt that a Hindu smuggler was essential to the story, that a cow smuggling is not a communal issue. So I approached the DIG of Haryana Police to find out how many cases had been registered under the new cow protection law and how many Hindus were involved. Hindus made up 50% of those involved, but the DIG had no details of the FIR. I contacted my local source of Rewari district and found that out of 15 FIRs in Rewari district, Hindus were involved in 12 cases. Now all I needed were the copies of the FIRs and a Hindu who was booked in the case. I had to go to the 3 different police stations in Rewari district to collect the FIRs and the addresses of the accused. The police only had the name of the father and name of the accused with the name of the village. I spent some time inquiring in the village but couldn't find any leads. On my 3rd attempt, I hit the bullseye. I found one Hindu accused in a small village, Khaleta in Rewari district in Haryana, and my interview with him became the beginning of my 2nd report, the part 2 of The Real Cowboys of Haryana. Several emails were exchanged between my seniors and I on whether we should blur the faces of the cow smugglers or not. Legally speaking, undoubtedly they are bad characters, but would it be correct to show their faces, potentially leading to their arrest, maybe even killing by Gaurakshak? I was not completely in favor of blurring the faces, but as one of my seniors said, we should not forget that we are journalists and not activists, and we should not be the reason for the arrest. The matter rested there and their faces were blurred.